Hello everyone, welcome to this brand new edition of The Take. I'm your host as always, Kendra Dix, here on this May 10th. This is episode 35. Can you believe it? We've been through Connect TV from the beginning of August, now all the way through May. Man, that's wild, it's crazy. We're almost a year ahead, almost away from being 1 year old here on Connect TV. And we thank you all for watching us. Catch us on The Take. I meant to say. So why I get so confused? I'm so excited. Can you see it? Catch the Take. Use the hashtag Take for all comments for social media on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, here on our YouTube channel. Leave comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch. Repeat. Like, subscribe, and watch. Repeat. Thank you all. Alright, let's get to the big story. The big story this week is, man, did you see that video? The video everyone's been talking about, been buzzing about, been generated. Talking about Donald Glover as Childish Gambino with This Is America. The video itself stems from talking about racism, talking about gun control, talking about social issues that every day in America. Well, we can't show the video here, but we can show you clips right here. Yeah, you see right there those clips, and you see Donald Glover posing as a jigaboo, man. Like you coin the word of what the back in the day used to be when the Jim Crow laws were in effect, and you see him channeling his Richard Pryor, channeling everything that's in this video. Well, as we saw on the video, people shared the comment. Let's take a look at their comments. Man, when I heard about the video, it was this past Sunday, and I was like, what in the world is this? So I watched it, and I was like, man, the song got a jingle feeling to it. This is America. I can dance, but this just me in the studio, so I can't dance as much because I got to stay in character, stay channeling, hosting this show. So, you know, hey, to each his own. But we like the video. We take a little clip. Let's take a look. Okay, Donald Glover doing it big with the video, getting the videos growing on YouTube, and it's increasing. People's open their imagination, open minds. So let's hope he continue to engage and open up something in the social world to start the conversation with that. So big up to Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, whatever he is. He calls himself now these days. Alright, in celebrity news, Jay-Z tries to avoid the SEC. Now, Jay-Z must appear in court after the SEC found ruling about his businesses and wants to know a little bit more from Jay-Z himself. And Jay-Z now will have to appear in court, and we'll see how Jay-Z will fit telling the government how does he run his business and how he manages his business and how he does business dealings with his sports management company. So Jay-Z has a sports management company alongside his video service. I don't know if it's a fledgling, what they call it, title or whatever the hell they call all the artists sign on the dotted line showing that they're going to be exclusive to title just to generate some buzz. So Jigga Man gonna have to go to Uncle Sam and explain to Uncle Sam how he does business. That made me wonder. Alright. Other way, meanwhile, DJ Khaled caught himself in the firestorm this week when he appeared. Well, he didn't appear on the Breakfast Club, but he appeared on the Breakfast Club years ago, and he said that he's a king, and DJ Khaled said kings don't give pleasure to the women, or meanwhile his wife. Basically, DJ Khaled saying that he don't want to give his wife oral sex. He'd rather get it himself and receive it at the end. that begs the question. That's the take question of the day. The take question of the day is, do you or your significant other give each other pleasure in many ways than one? You know, is it oral sex? Or do you like the, you know, nowadays the new fad is you eating someone's, you know what? So to each his own. But the thing is, like this, every Rachel Wood made a comment about this. Even The Rock made a comment. Man, what in the DJ Khaled can't stay in his pen? I get people want to know everyone else's bedroom secrets and stuff like that, and sexual innuendo. Keep that in your bedroom, please, folks. Keep that in your bedroom. To each his own. If you like doing that freaky shit, that's on you. That's good. That's good. If you want to do that, that's on you. No judgment zone here, cause we don't judge. That's what you do. To each his own. To each his own. Do what you do. Do what you do. Even if you got to let that matter sink in. I'm telling you. All right. On talk shows. Ever since Bill Cosby has been accused of sexual misconduct, now everyone's attention goes towards R. Kelly and want to put him and get justice out of him. Well, on Megyn Kelly this week, these two women appeared on the show and talked about what they learned from R. Kelly when they was around R. Kelly and being in his inner circle. Take a look. Now see, R. Kelly, this whole thing got escalated, got started when R. Kelly peed on the girl. And you know, it even started way back when he married Aaliyah at 14 years old. You know, Aaliyah was 14. What can you say about Aaliyah? She was grown, developing, and she turned out more mature than she ever did. And, you know, her untimely death and, you know, stuff like that. But R. Kelly's been doing it. R. Kelly's been a freak for a long time. Ain't no secret about that. I'm just telling you, R. Kelly's been doing his thing for years now. And now people want to bash R. Kelly. I get it. The Me Too movement, I get it. But R. Kelly, it's gone past him. And then some of these women kind of like enjoy being around R. Kelly to get the perks and get the pleasure. Think about it. The women got to look at themselves too and like, why did we do what we do? R. Kelly just gave us a platform. And they just went along with it. Telling you. I'm just telling you. But, you know, R. Kelly, will he get his justice due? We'll never know. But we'll be here to find out on the tape. Alright. On the Wendy Williams show, Wendy and her fashion crew, including Baby Smith, dissected this year's Met Gala, and they just went and picked on Rihanna about this. Take a look.
No. So she does it with a tongue-in-cheek attitude, with that Riri flair. And I just heard from part of her glam squad, speaking of sparing no expense, she flew in 3,000 miles, Damone Roberts, the eyebrow king of Hollywood, just to bleach and shape her eyebrows to match her skin. That way the hat really stands out.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Right?
I mean, the expense of it all, but no, I think she and Kim K to me were my favorites on the whole red carpet all night.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's it.
I'm not gonna say Kim K was a favorite, but what I want to get into is this. I genuflect in her liturgical, lavish fabulosity. I do. I genuflect. I bow down to the queen.
Thank you. Thank you.
But here's the thing. She made that mitre hat go from being a Klansman hat in my head to now perhaps becoming a fashion go-to moment for next season.
Bevy.
You know, if you can pull it off, you should, because that's a major.
I mean, I looked at the first thing I thought was, did Aretha Franklin have a garage sale and sell a hat? But I did love it. What I loved about this particular event is that she dressed for her role across like the celebrity landscape and across fashion's landscape. She is the Pope of fashion.
She looks really good.
Okay, now I get what he was talking about. Baby Smith was talking about the Pope's hat could be the Ku Klux Klan hat. She's misinformed on that. That is not the Ku Klux Klan hat, and that's not gonna be in style. What? That's just like going to McDonald's and you go and you say, hey, I want a Ronald McDonald's hairdo. You come in that way, they be like, what in the world happened to you? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That'd be the same way going across the street and seeing something like that and say, I want that watermelon down the hairdo. You know what, better yet? I want that Black Panther hairdo. See my hair? Right here. They got all this right here. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. Who gonna actually believe the Ku Klux Klan hat and be more fashionable than the Pope's hat? The Pope's hat gonna be always fashionable because the Pope's always had the gown, the jewelry, and stuff like that. The Catholics, I can't do it here, but you know, the Catholics. All right, stay tuned. We're not going nowhere. This is the Take here on Connect TV.
Case the producer.
Welcome back to the Take. I'm your host as always, Ken Dix. Use the hashtag Take for all the social media, for like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube here on YouTube channel Connect TV. Thank you all for joining us. Let's get back to the Take. Let's get back with the political rundown. The political rundown this week. Rudy Giuliani. Everyone knows Rudy Giuliani. He was the New York City mayor during 9/11. You know, with them the terrorist attacks, and you know he was the one that stood the nation up strong. But little did Rudy know that he found himself in the news this week. Man, Giuliani's no stranger to politics, and he was he became mayor and got respect for that. But Giuliani did his media rounds to help defend President Trump on the Stormy Daniels allegations. Take a look.
Shocking admission from the president's own lawyer.
Funneled through the law firm, and the president repaid it.
On Fox News, the president's longtime supporter and new defense lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, claimed that Mr. Trump repaid his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, for the $130,000 payment to porn star Stormy Daniels, made as part of a non-disclosure agreement stemming from her alleged decade-old affair.
He didn't know about the specifics of it, as far as I know. But he did know about the general arrangement that Michael would take care of things like this.
That claim seems to contradict the president's own statement.
Did you know about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels?
And in March from the White House,
there was no knowledge of any payments from the president, and he's denied all of these allegations.
Cohen had previously said in a statement he facilitated the payment made with a personal home equity line, and neither the Trump campaign or the Trump organization were involved. Giuliani claimed the payment was perfectly legal.
It's not campaign money. No campaign finance violation.
Stormy Daniels' lawyer, however, disagrees, calling Mr. Trump's participation in the payment a felony and said there must be serious consequences for his conduct and his lies and deception to the American people.
The White House hasn't yet responded to requests for comments, but the big legal question here is, was the payment made for personal reasons, which would not constitute a crime, or was it made to help get Mr. Trump elected, which could be considered an illegal campaign contribution? Candace, Diane.
Yeah, and the president was up tweeting last night. However, Serena, not about this. Thank you.
Oh my God. Rudy is trying to be the PR person, be the head of the storm, be the forefront of the Trump administration. And President Trump had this to say.
Rudy is a great guy, but he just started a day ago. But he really has his heart into it. He's working hard. He's learning the subject matter. And he's going to be issuing a statement, too. But he is a great guy. He knows it's a witch hunt. That's what he knows. He's seen a lot of them. And he said he's never seen anything so horrible. As an example, 33,000 emails requested by Congress with a subpoena, and they get burned, they get deleted, and nobody says anything. Give me a break. So Rudy knows it's a witch hunt. He started yesterday. He'll get his facts straight. He's a great guy. But what he does is he feels it's a very bad thing for our country, and he happens to do it.
Trump trying to give his take on things and trying to say Rudy's trying to do the subject matter. Rudy, knows the witch hunt and stuff like that. Rudy Giuliani got hired by you, President Trump, so you got to be a little bit timid, a little bit like, okay, we got to make sure Rudy and Trump, see Trump's on odds with his current lawyer, Michael something, his name is, who paid Stormy Daniels. This all got started by him paying her. She had sex with the president. She letting things know, and she was teasing for a minute that she was gonna show the president something. Let's take a look at this tease. SNL had to do a bit on Stormy Daniels to make her seem like she was a credible witness. Oh my God. That's why I say most of the time, you do what you gotta do, but do it discreetly. Because most of the time, these people right here are gunning for you, and they're gunning for the president, no matter what. And he got to be a little bit more, sometimes he gets a little bit hot-headed and want to go crazy, but little did we know Rudy and the president had a relationship before all this politics. When Trump became president, they did a commercial together way back when in 2000. Take a look.
You're really beautiful. And a woman that looks like that has to have her own special scent.
Oh, thank you. Maybe you could tell me what you think of this scent.
I like that.
This may be the best of all. Oh, you dirty boy, you. Oh. Donald, I thought you were a gentleman.
You can't say I didn't try. Mayor Giuliani, he's given away over $2 billion.
All right. Do you see Rudy Giuliani wearing a dress and President Trump enamored with her, with Rudy? As I don't know what do you rhyme Rudy with a woman's name? I don't know, but he was enamored with her and he wanted to smell the roses. You tell me if that ain't strange. Rudy Giuliani in a dress and Donald Trump feels enamored and attracted to that. But it was just acting, y'all acting in the scene. What in the world this world coming to? All right. Speaking of that, let's go to Newsies. On Newsies this week. All right, this week. Have you ever had a couple of bats living in a apartment complex where you were staying? This story is true, but hey, watch for yourself. Watch it.
At the Fairview Apartments in Upson County aren't the type of folks who scare easily, but one of these can change a person's mind.
Hell, it's horrible.
A few months back, residents say dozens of bats were removed from one of the apartments, and recently a couple of tenants say they once again hear squeaking inside their walls.
You hear stories all the time of dog attacks and stuff like that, but what about the bats?
See how these pop out?
Residents also have a laundry list of complaints, including what they say are unsafe windows, plumbing leaks, and mold.
We got so many little kids and elderly people out here. It's ourselves, period. Like, it's dangerous.
Visited the manager's office on the property, but the door was locked. Pushed my name and number through the mail slot. Triana Webb isn't sure the steps taken to keep the bats from returning will work. She doesn't want to see a bucket full like this in her place again.
It's scary. I don't know, all that noise, that little squeaky noise, flying around, might bite me and my children.
Okay, I see me some. What in the world? What the world is that? I got something right here. I got this thing right here. I'm gonna use next time that bat comes. I'm gonna knock him out. Get. What in the world is this? Mortal Kombat or Mortal Bat Cat? See, oh! What in the world? What in the? Man, I'm telling you, these bats are coming in like a heap. I'm tired of these bats coming in like that. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to move or go somewhere else because these bats coming in through the house, coming through the window. They come through everywhere. Oh, I forgot I got this bat thing on. Take that off. Oh my God. These bats, for real. Oh, all right. Now you know what they do when they live with bats. We need to send Batman to come get his bats. Or somebody to come sweep these bats up. Because these bats are ridiculous. Alright. Whew. Alright. Alright, let's go to the viral video of the week. The viral video of the week is a local reporter from WBRC TV. Many of you in Birmingham knows that, for Fox 6 News, knows she was being criticized about her hair. And she told a story about being cyberbullied online. Let's take a look.
Words can encourage, they can also inform. But in today's social media world, words can also hurt.
Melanie Posey here tonight with a very personal look at the power of words.
Turmoil and the instability that is taking place within the Max Transit leadership.
When my daughter asks me what my job is, I tell her, Mommy tells stories. It's what I've dedicated my life to for the last 20 years. I'm the interviewer, never the subject. Until one morning in late March, when I stumbled across this post on Facebook. A picture of me, my hair blowing in the wind. The caption, "She need to be fired." This expletive's had been expletive for years. The post alone stopped me cold. Reading the 200+ comments that followed, that brought me to tears, as I described to psychologist Dr. Josh Claypo.
You said you were shocked and you were hurt, but go a little beyond that.
I can't say I was angry. I wasn't mad. I was just like, why? What gives you the right to do this? Why do this? What is the benefit to you?
The post called me a monkey, Chewbacca, and worse. From people I don't even know. Some I attend church with joining in. My daughter, they dragged her into it as well. A few days later, a second post popped up. This time, WBRC was tagged in it, so now my coworkers and my supervisors could see the whole thing.
But I think what got me was, again, the piling on effect. And I think that's one of the problems with social media, is that people can be what I would phrase as cowards behind the keyboard. They feel that they can say whatever they want to say and it has no impact. So I just kind of dealt with it on my own for several days. I mean, I didn't tell anybody, I didn't talk about it because it's embarrassing.
But then my stylist, Lisa Carter, reached out. The commenters had tagged her in the post too.
And I was like, oh my God, how can somebody actually do this to another person? You're not even realizing the words you put down there. What are you saying?
How did you know that this had sort of affected her?
She was hurt, she was sad, and she was a little bit more quieter. She wasn't really her same jolly, jumpy self like she is.
Of course, the news didn't stop because of the bullies, but for about a week, I would hear them in my head every day when getting ready for a live shot, or I'd hear them at church, in the mall, when I was with my daughter. And honestly, I became afraid. Are people going to comment? Are they going to continue to say stuff? You know, I mean, you just think about, is there going to be more?
We're going to change it up this time, give a little versatility.
But anyone who knows me knows my faith is foremost. It just took a little prayer to be reminded of how much I love me, that I am fearfully and wonderfully made regardless of what people say. I have been wanting to change my hair for several months, even before the comments, so I decided now was as good a time as any to do it, so I did. But it was strange. In the midst of it all, I got an epiphany, not about me, but about our children, my own child, and what they can be confronted with every day. And the aha moment was, so this is what kids are going through who are being bullied on Facebook, Snapchat, cyberbullied. So imagine our children who are still trying to figure out who they are, still trying to gain that confidence, yet they are faced with this same sort of bullying day in and day out. The life-changing consequences of bullying and what we can do to help is the focus of the story that I'm working on, guys, for Wednesday.
Yeah. Melanie, you said you weren't angry. I am. I'm furious. Yeah. I am furious.
Yeah, yeah.
But let's say they weren't all negative.
They were not all negative, and I think that's very important to point out. There were definitely some positive folks who commented on the post, had my back, so to speak. And in fact, ever since we started promoting this story this weekend, I have had, no joke, more than 50 people reach out to me with texts, with emails, with kind and uplifting words, and I certainly want to say thank you to all of those folks. You know, but we still wonder, why do people do this? Right. Why do they get joy out of doing this? And what can you do if you see it and you want to be helpful? How can you do this? 6:30 tonight, right after this newscast, Dr. Josh Claypoe is going to be joining us on the WBRC Facebook page for a Facebook Live. Hope that you'll join us there.
You'll be back here on Wednesday as well.
Back here on Wednesday, we'll hear from young people as well as the mother of a young lady who took her life due to bullying.
You said they had your back, we do too.
Yeah.
Bless you, Sharon.
Man, all right, on a serious note, that took courage. That took courage and character and integrity for that reporter to talk about cyberbullying, where she's going through, because people now these days are showing mean, hateful things, and you know, people don't like, you know, the appearance is perception is reality, and we get that, but you know, a person has feelings too, and you know, kudos to her to take that story on and not be afraid and stand up and say, hey, enough is enough. And that's what she did. She kind of said, I'm tired of this. And you know, here on Connect TV, we want to give you funny, positive, uplifting stories like The Take and other things. But you know, enough is enough. You know, bullying is not cool, and you know, people should not subject themselves to that. If you got a problem with somebody, just address it with that person and just say, hey, this is what I don't like, dislike, but you can work to agree to disagree, stuff like that. And that was the vibe video of the week is, you know, try to be more kind and nice in this world. We're already bad enough that we live in a world that's not cruel, evil, and stuff like that, but we can make the world a better place. So take that time to do that. All right, that does it for the Take this week. I've been your host, Kendrick, saying so long. We'll see you next week. Next week's going to be our season finale. Our season finale here on The Take. We got to take a break, you know. And we'll be back on The Take in September for Labor Day. So give you that summer break. So when we come back, we're going to be refreshed. We're going to have new stories and we're going to have new episodes. And can't wait. You know, we just announced we're going to have a season 2. So it's good. So see you later, and we hope to see you next week for our season finale. See you later.